Hi, I'm Pragreg Chantawongsu, and today I want to talk to you about how often we should meditate. This is a question people often ask me. Bhante, should I meditate every day? How long should I meditate for? Is it okay if I just meditate once a week? I don't have a lot of time to meditate. So I want to take you for a bit of a walk and to show you a few things, to let you see what happens when we do or when we don't meditate. Okay? So here we are in the temple grounds. You can see the lawns have recently been cut. The gardener comes through and he works on the lawns, on the flower beds, keeping them all tidy. This is a regular part of his work. As you can see, he does a really nice job. The grounds look tidy. And relatively easy to look after. Now we'll continue our little journey. A couple of months ago, there used to be a house here, a family living on this property, and they moved out and the house was demolished. As we can see already, the weeds are starting to grow up all around the place. They're re-establishing themselves because right now there's nobody here to take care of the property. The weeds that would normally have been pulled up, tidied up by the people who lived here, have been left alone. It's the rainy season at the moment in Thailand, so the weeds are getting fed, they're being sustained, and they're starting to take hold of this once quite tidy property. So here we are at the old meditation center. This meditation center was in use last year and earlier this year, but it has now been abandoned with the new meditation center being built. You can see the kutis, the huts which we slept, have fallen into a state of disrepair, and the jungle is starting to creep back in to reclaim the land that had been painstakingly cleared. took a long time, it took a lot of effort. But now, because no work has been continuing down here, we see all the weeds taking a firm grip. They've had plenty of water, plenty of food to sustain them. Now, if anybody wanted to try and clear this land again, they'd have a lot of hard work on their hands. Just with the weeds alone, the roots now have dug in deeply. They've really taken a good firm grip. And not only do we have the obvious problems that we can see, but with this many weeds, we have fruit here. We have all the unseen dangers as well. I'm not going to walk too far into this area because although I can't see them, I am aware of the fact there are probably snakes in here, which would at the very least make you feel somewhat uncomfortable. And so we can see what happens when we abandon things, when we give up taking care of things, just how quickly they can revert back to the way that they were before we started to clean things up. So, as you can see, I went for a walk around the temple. The grounds are in good condition. They've been looked after. Not only does the gardener come in regularly to do the weeding, to cut the grass, all those sorts of things, the novices are out there twice a day with their brooms, sweeping up the leaves that have fallen off the trees. It's fairly easy to keep the temple looking nice, looking clean. The second place that we went to, where they had demolished the house, the property's not been abandoned. It's just, at the moment, they don't have time to be doing anything on the property. And so we can see that already the weeds are starting to grow up. The third place we went to, the old Dharma Centre, the old meditation centre, that has been abandoned. We see that the jungle is coming back in. As I said, even hidden dangers, things like snakes, scorpions, centipedes, millipedes, all that sort of stuff, that can actually cause harm because we're not actually aware that it's there. So next time you're wondering, how often should I meditate? Reflect upon those images. If you meditate on a regular basis, and by that I would mean a daily basis, as much meditation in each day as you possibly can, you'll find it helps to keep the defilements down. Often I hear people say to me, well, Yeah, I've put it on hold for a week or two. Well, we saw in the second place how, with it being left for a little while, the weeds are starting to take a hold. And that's like with our mind. The defilements are starting to take a hold again. They may not be too difficult to pull out, but it's going to take a little effort. And then there are those who give up. I think at this stage I'm not ready. Maybe I'll try it next year. Maybe I'll be more ready for it then. Well, we saw with the old meditation centre that it's been overgrown. And that's what will happen to your mind if you decide to put off meditation for any great period of time. All the sense pleasures, all the defilements will come rushing back into your mind, including the hidden dangers, those things that we don't see, those things that we don't expect. They all start to take root in the mind. And to try and clean up that meditation centre, that's going to take a huge effort and a long, long time. People would find it quite heartbreaking to try and tidy all that back up again. So, next time you are wondering, how often do I need to meditate? Think about it for a moment and see if you can't answer your own question. Thank you.